tremendous story, and welcome back to the Call to Unite. Welcome back to the invitation to give directly. Please support us and support those families around the world and around this country in the United States who need direct assistance. Please sign up to volunteer through Points of Light or hundreds of other organizations to give of your time if you can. And if you can't do either of those, invite someone else to join you in this community, because we're looking for co-founders. And this is your day, this is your chance to help build the community of Uniters that is so desperately needed. And you've just met Uniters. And we're joined now by Killian Noe and Tiffany Turner. Killian, the founder of Recovery Cafes and so many other things. Tiffany, an operations manager at one of the recovery cafes in Seattle. Help us to understand why this story, your story, is so important for us right now as we face this crisis.
So I think that our story, my story, is so important right now because of the resources that I have, the things that I can give back to help others get through this and through the things that I've gone through. I think that anytime you can give with a generous heart in all areas, giving to others, just generous with your time, generous with your resources, I think that is what I can bring.
Tiffany, I just want to ask you one more question, if I could. A lot of us struggle to have a generous heart when we're struggling, when we can't see our way through things. I've experienced a loss in my family recently. Sometimes it's hard to be generous to others when so much is going on inside of you. And so many families right now are really, we have tens of millions of people who have no jobs. But you've seen the toughest of struggles, and you talk of a generous heart. How do you hold a generous heart even in the midst of adversity? How do you do that?
I think that I just had a recent loss with my mother, and I think that pain can change things. Pain can bring the love, and I just feel like when you're giving, whenever you're in pain, in a painful experience, and you're able to love others and reach out, that is how you heal. That is what changes the game. When you're able to push forward, because giving and helping helps you to be a better person, and it helps you grow. There's so many things that giving back does. There's so many things that reaching out and connecting with others can do when you're in pain.
I think you've just summarized our entire day, 24 hours in 4 to 6 sentences. So beautiful. Killian, you've been in this space your whole life, really, in some ways, thinking about employment, dignity, recovery, addiction. All of us, it seems, people are telling us on this, we've been addicted to division. We've been addicted to individualism. We've been addicted to greed. We've been addicted to inequality. We've been addicted to depression. How do we start the new story? I mean, you've seen so many people do it. Help but coach us in doing that same action.
It's a great question. I think that what we know so deeply at Recovery Cafe, and what we know is through real authentic relationships. And what we know is that there is a oneness in the human family that we deny at our own peril. And this crisis has further revealed the inequality in our systems and our society, but it's also further revealed the love and the power of relationships. And we don't love in the abstract. I think we love people when they become real to us. And their needs become real to us. And when our hearts break, I mean, we need to let our hearts break. And if we do that, if we can let our hearts break over the inequality that is being further revealed, and the people who we know have been left out for a long time, but if we can let our hearts break as a nation, we could choose to live like we really belong to each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's my hope, that we could. And Tim, thank you so much for your deep call, yes, because I believe this can be a time of awakening in our nation, in our world. We could refuse to live in such a way that we don't leave anyone out.
Yes, Killian.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Killian. Yes, Killian.
But
Tiffany, you have the last word.
One last thing, though, is it would take leadership on every level to do that. National level, state, local, corporate level. It's not just going to happen because we've seen the reality. It's not going to just happen magically. We gotta have leaders on every level, and that's why I'm so grateful for this movement that you've started.
We have started, and we have two leaders. Don't underestimate the power of the two of you today and into the future, leading this team. Tiffany will give you the last word.
Okay.
So I just want everyone to stay hopeful. We're going to stick together and support each other. And just like Killian said, and awaken ourselves so that we can reach out to everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you both for joining this call and for leading us into the future that we so desperately want and need.
Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Bless you.